The ethnic integration policy also sparked a debate in Parliament today. Now, given the large number of appeals from some communities, Leader of the Opposition, Pritam Singh, asked if a review of the policy, suggested to have taken place last year, had occurred, and if there had been any change to the limits. This prompted the government to question the Workers' Party's position on the policy.
I think we both agree, both the WP and we agree, we do want a race-neutral society. It's a question of how do we get there. And one of the things that the PAP government has put in place is the EIP. The WP in its manifesto has said, abolish it. Mr. Pritam Singh comes to Parliament today and says, revisit, review, underlying philosophy, and a few other things. I just want to know, today, is the WP saying we should remove the EIP? If you are saying that we should do that, say so. But on the other hand, if you're saying that, keep the EIP, but let us improve it and ameliorate the impact on minorities, say so.
We still aim to remove it, but until we get there, we have to, as Minister said, even out the rough edges as much as possible, and at some point, I hope in my generation, within our generation, we reach that place where we are race neutral. Doesn't mean that races don't, sometimes things don't bubble over, but there are more important things that remind us that we're Singaporean and we ought to look beyond our skin color.
I thank the member for that very clear position. In 2006 and all the way till last year, WP's position is that we've already reached a level of multiculturalism and therefore unequivocally call for, in 2006, election after election, for the immediate abolition of EIP. But the Workers' Party's position today in 2021 is that we still need the EIP. We work towards a race-blind society and we endeavour to reach there, and at some point, hopefully, we're not EIP. So that is a clear change in political position. I thank the member for that.
The exchange also saw Senior Minister Teo Chee Hean weigh in. He asked if the Workers' Party believes Singapore would be better off if it were race neutral and to ignore the issues that each community faces, rather than identifying the issues and creating targeted programs for the communities. He also questioned if the Leader of the Opposition was politicising the issue.
Is Senior Minister suggesting that the WP are using these episodes for political purposes? The answer, I think, should be obvious. The answer is no. In terms of the series of hypotheticals that the Minister put out, I think moving from one extreme to another extreme is probably not the best policy approach. Hence the earlier exchange we had about evolving the EIP to suit the needs of this current generation. But I hope it doesn't undermine or take away the point that philosophically, where does the WP want Singapore to go?
There's a lesson to be learned here between philosophy and methods. The philosophy we can agree on. We all want a multiracial Singapore. We want Singaporeans to live together in multiracial communities, not in segregated communities. But how do we get there? Those are methods. Are we more likely to achieve an integrated Singapore by having integrated housing, or to abolish the EIP as the Workers' Party would propose today and have segregated housing? And then how do we learn how to live together again? And I'm glad to hear the Leader of the Opposition says that we should all not exploit the issues of race and religion for political purposes. I applaud that.